From One by One sent me this amazing high fidelity belt drive turntable. And the best part of it is that everything you need is right here. Because the turntable has 4 speakers right here in the front, but it also connects to Bluetooth. And if you want to use those speakers to play other legacy media such as tape players or CD players, you can connect those through RCA in the back, and then you can use the speakers to play all your old school media, cassettes, CD players, and of course records. The first thing you do is you put the record there, and what I do usually, I clean it real nice. I spray it with this record cleaner, right? And then I brush it, right? Real nice, right? So that all the dust doesn't get into the stylus. Then I select the speed. In this case, these big records are 33 speed, right? 33 revolutions per minute. That's what it means. And they also have, in this turntable, we also have the option of playing 45 records, which are these records that you see here that are smaller. You see, they are much smaller than the 33 record. These used to be in jukeboxes. But in order to play these small records, you need to use this adapter, which is also included. Okay? Now, we're going to play the record. I already cleaned it. And all you have to do is put it on the speed, turn it on. You see, that's the turn on button. And it already started spinning. Now, I have the lever here. I like using it for this, right? So I'm going to use it. And I'm going to put it in the space where I want to play the record, right? And you're going to want to to look for a space where there's no grooves, right? So that you can start the song. You see? Right there, there's no grooves. So then with the lever, I lower it. And then you hear that the record is going to play. You gotta take my word for it. We cannot play the music, unfortunately. I'm gonna show you how to set up this wonderful turntable so that you have a lot of fun. So the first step is to install the belt. The belt is made out of rubber, and it is that black strip that you see right there. And the first thing that you should do is make sure that that black strip is in the middle. You see? Like there. You'll see why we need that ribbon to be right there. But for now, the first step is to make sure that it's in the middle all around the whole platter. Now, we look for the spindle. The spindle is this. And we want to look for the spindle, right? It's tough with one hand, right? And then we put it through there, okay? Now, we're gonna release this tape and this ribbon, right? Because we're gonna use the ribbon to put that rubbery black strip that you saw around this knob right here. So now you put it close by, right? And the reason for the ribbon is so that you can pull that rubber band. It's like a black rubber band, and put it on the side of that's a capstan is what it is. They call it differently here, right? And once it's placed correctly, right, that you can make sure that it's placed correctly. You see, it's placed correctly. Then you can pull on that ribbon. Perfect. So now, you see, it's right there. There you go. You see that black material, that black rubber band is on this side of the capstan. So now you're going to turn it around clockwise 10 times. You see? 10 times. 9, 10. Okay? And now you look there and you make sure that is correct. You see? And it's perfect, because sometimes if you don't do it right, the twist is gonna come to the capstan, to this capstan. This is what I call a capstan, because that's what it is, right? It has another name in the instructions. Okay, so now we took care of that step. Let's do the next steps. The next step is, with the logo up, we're going to put this material. This material protects the record so it doesn't get scratched, because the platter is made out of metal. So this goes on top of the record. That's the next step. Next step is to place the counterweight. The counterweight has these numbers in the front. These numbers need to go to the front. So you put them here, and then you're gonna push it in this way. Okay? Right? I twist it and I push it all the way. Because later you're gonna maybe need to adjust this counterweight depending on the weight of the stylus, which is the next step we're gonna package. The stylus comes with tape to protect it from the vibrations of the traveling. So they put some tape on it. You're gonna remove this very carefully. Tape is removed, and then the stylus also has a protection mechanism here that you're gonna pull forward, and it should come right off. That's the stylus that goes into the grooves of the records and reproduces the record. And this is protected by this protection that you pulled right off. And then when you're handling the stylus, you want to hold it right here through this. You see? So you hold it like that. This is called the tone arm, and it comes protected. When it's brand new, it comes with a tie wrap. You need to undo that so that you can move the tie wrap, right? But also the tone arm usually has another locking mechanism, which is this one that you see right here. You see it comes up and down. You need to take that out and take. Now it's free to move. So when you want to move it, you're gonna be able to move it. Now, once you're moving this, and every time that you're moving the tone arm and the stylus, you gotta be worried that this little needle right there doesn't get caught in anything, because this is what's going to reproduce and is the most fragile part of your turntable. Tone arm has another safety mechanism. It's called the tone arm lift lever. Is this right here. Once you lower it, then you can play the records with the tone arm. Once you push it to the back, that lever is not going to allow the tone arm, the stylus, to touch the record. So if you want that to happen with the lever, you can lower it. You see? You can lower it like that. Okay? It's another safety mechanism. So whenever you want to play the records, make sure that this is in this other position. Let me show you. In this position, that way the stylus will touch. Next step is you're going to lower the tone arm lever, which is this here, right? You're gonna lower it all the way down, right? You see what happened? I lowered it all the way down and it stayed balanced. You see? So here, you are going to play with the counterweight until it lowers, right? Until it lowers, because if you do it too much, it goes up. If you turn it counterclockwise, then it goes down, and there you go. Now you have a balanced tone arm, because you don't want the counterweight to be too far forward and putting too much stress on the record when it's playing. That's going to protect the integrity of your record and how long you'll be able to play with the stylus and the record. After balancing it, you're going to bring this back, lock it, right? Lock it right here, and then bring the dial to 2.5, which is the recommended strength, factory strength of this record player. So, I mean, I still have the stylus protected there, so then once you put it back on the record, it's going to have the exact